What's goody in the motherfucking hoodie? It's your boy Lani J. I'm here, excited to tell y'all about your 5 signs that you about to level up. I'm Lani J. I'm a singer, songwriter, actor, executive producer, dancer, and so much more here in sunny Los Angeles. And I have had the pleasure, the opportunity, the journey of leveling up from living in my car to being homeless, struggling in relationship, all this kind of stuff, into being in my own space in my first luxury apartment all by myself, doing what I love and making my dreams come true. So I am the classic rags to riches story. I am the classic, we started from the bottom, now we here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some signs because I know a lot of y'all out there, y'all wondering like, what's going on with my life, bro? I know that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like, damn, my life is going to shits and I'm just trying to make myself a better person and give myself the life that I dream of. But damn, it's so hard, right? Yeah, that's what we're about to do right now. So, sign number 1, you start to feel lonely. I hated this part of the journey. You just start feeling lonely. It's like everybody is falling off. And this is like your friends, your family, your relationships. When I tell you, when I finally started to level up, like really level up from my mind and just in my daily habits and routines and stuff like that, everybody started just like kind of spacing themselves out for me. And like with my family, it was like they were like, okay, you're in a different space, I'm in a different space. And honestly, it don't even be like intentional. A lot of times it really be like people don't really like change. I don't think that's really what it comes down to. With my family, they just felt very, very distant. Like, now granted, I do live in LA by myself, away from my family. My family is back home in Texas, but there's still like this distance, like a feeling of like disconnect almost that you feel with your family, and like really all your loved ones, all your relationships. My friendships were going through the same thing, and then like my relationship was pretty bad too. Like the relationship in itself probably wasn't good in the first place, but I know that when I started to really level up and detach, shit got wild. It just did. Shit got wild, and it was like, damn, like what's happening? And before you know it, you by yourself, just in your own thoughts, in your own world, visualizing for the better. And yeah, everybody don't be on that same page, that same frequency. Yeah, shit gets lonely. I mean, it's like what they say it's lonely at the top. Shit is lonely at the bottom. When you starting to level up, it's lonely down there. So that's sign number 1, okay? When you feel lonely. Sign number 2, which is connected to feeling lonely, you just feel misunderstood. You feel like, damn, like nobody gets me, mom. I don't know. It just feels like, damn, like no matter what you do, you just literally out here having these new ideas, right? Having all of this new inspiration. And then out of nowhere, it's just like people feel like you are tripping. It's kind of like connected to what people be saying, believe in it, be the Lulu until it's true. Like it's really that vibe. Like you start just seeing more for yourself outside of what you see in your reality, right? So you start getting vision. You just start wanting more because it feels like you can have more, and you're starting to really see it and perceive it as real for you. So when you start doing that, you forget a lot of times that everybody else don't feel like that. Everybody else don't understand that. A lot of people are gonna feel like you're crazy. You're full of shit. You're dumb. You're not smart. That's what they think. I don't think that. I think that you're innovative. You're creative. You're tapped in. Tapped in, turned on. Hey, I just think that when you are different, it's harder to be understood. Especially when you start thinking differently than the people that are around you. Now, if you go to different spaces, you'll start to find that you kind of you're around like-minded people when you make a transition of environment. Okay, so Keep that in mind. That's usually the cure to being misunderstood is usually environment. Like your circle, your main people. If y'all used to talking about baddies, Caribbean, and smoking and just doing like stupid shit, you're not gonna connect with them when you start reading Neville Goddard, or when you start reading Think and Grow Rich, and when you start reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that's just some of the basic level ones of self-help books that transform the mind. Yeah, you gotta just accept that's what it comes with thinking ahead and thinking for more of yourself, for yourself. And then also you just start gaining different interests too. Like, people don't really, like, you're not gonna want to do the same shit anymore. You're just not. You're not gonna want to do the same shit that you used to do when you was in 6th grade, when you get in college. And if you still are doing the same shit from 6th grade in college, you need to really reevaluate what you got going on up here, because that shit needs to change. You need to grow. If you ain't growing, you're not really doing shit. So get the fuck up. With the misunderstandings that come in this territory, you get judged. You feel judged, at least. Even when people aren't trying to judge you, everything just comes off super judgmental, right? And it's like, damn, bro, I'm just trying to see, like, I'm just seeing more for myself. I'm seeing the world differently. But people just feel like, nah, bro, you tripping, you stupid, you crazy, or whatever. And you just feel like, damn, am I tripping? So keep that in mind. You ain't tripping. You got this shit. You gonna be the first one to make some shit really shake. And they gonna be like, oh, that's what he was on. That's what I always tell people too. It only takes one time for you to be right. That one time you are right, all them other times you weren't right to them and they didn't see the vision, it's not gonna matter anymore. So keep that in mind. Like, Beyonce didn't know she was gonna be Beyonce. Yes, she did. But that was because her parents put that strong self-image in her head. But like, just anything and anyone, y'all, you gotta have vision. You gotta commit to it. Honor your vision by committing to it, okay? Number 3, the third sign that you're about to level up is when people get jealous of you. I hate this part because this is when the people that you love and care about and was cool with, they just start eyeing you differently. Like, you can feel it. And a lot of times, I'm gonna be honest, some people say stuff, but some people don't. Some people can start out loving you so much and like damn near be obsessed with you. This shit happens in relationships too. They just love on you so much to almost like an obsession, and then once they feel like they can't be who you are or do what you do or just embody what you embody, they get mad. And a lot of times, I'm going to tell you this, a lot of times, they're not going to tell you they're mad. They're not going to tell you. A lot of times what people do, when they really jealous of you and envious of you, they just start throwing little digs. And you can't, you kind of get used to it, so you don't even realize they're digs. Like, you'll have an idea, right? And they'll just shoot that shit down. Like, one time I told somebody I had an idea for a book, right? And the first thing they said was, oh, yeah, well, the way I said it was like this. I was like, hey, who you know is black, young, and can wrote a book about X, Y, and Z in this way, with this voice, in my disposition in life. And the person that I'm cool with literally was like, this person. Start listing off shit. I'm like, hey. Well, I'm just trying to be devil's advocate. I don't need a damn devil's advocate. I need a friend. I need a supporting person right now. And if you can't support me, then shut the fuck up. You just need to shut the fuck up, because you're not on my frequency. You're not on my wavelength of thinking. Like, you thinking small. I need you to think big, bitch. I need you to see big. I need you to understand that my wheels are turning and you got the opportunity to hop on the train with me, or you just back the fuck up before you get ran over. Because I'm gonna go forward regardless. I'm gonna write the book. I'm gonna do whatever I wanna do. But when people start throwing little jabs like that, like raining on your parade, little shit like that, watch them kind of people. Watch them kind of motherfuckers. Them people right there, They be the ones preying on your downfall even when they don't know they're doing it. This is something that I always like to make very, very clear. This can be a subconscious thing. And if you're spiritual like myself, it can be like spiritual warfare. And it just feels like the energy that this person gives you whenever you bring an idea of newness or, I don't know, just like innovation or creativity to them, they shoot it down. They just shoot it down. Like, it's like they almost want to shrink you, bro. Like, I'm a big personality. Like, even right now, I'm composing myself for this video. I'm bigger than this, for real, when I'm really on. But when I'm being myself around the people I love, the people that really rock with me, can it be a lot? Maybe. But there's never enough of Lani J. That's how I feel. And then at the end of the day, I still should be able to be myself around anybody that says they love and care about me. And if that's something you don't want to be around, you ain't really rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to accept each other for who we are, but if me just being a big, happy, outgoing, ambitious, colorful person turns you off, we're not in the same boat of life. You're like oil, you're like water. I'm like water. I'm definitely water because I'm healthy and I'm in shape. So you're the oil, I'm the water, you're the fat. And we're just not mixing. We're just not mixing no more. Like, no matter what you do, you can shake it up, you can try to force it all together. Those two elements do not mix. They no longer mix. They no longer go together. And that was in that moment when I said that about my book. I was like, oh, yeah, you giving oil vibes. You was an oily ass motherfucker, because I'm definitely giving water vibes. I'm definitely giving, like, I could do anything, go anywhere, be anything. But keep your eye open for that, because that shit is real. And again, they might not even be trying to do it. A lot of times, like, family members, relationships, whether you're dating anybody or just friendships, they can be jealous and envious of your light. Sometimes it's not even about material things. Like, it doesn't always have to be about money. It doesn't always have to be about clothes or even accomplishments. Sometimes it's just about who you are, how you shift the room when you walk in, how you make people feel when you talk to them, how people light up and ask about you when you're not around and talk about you in such a good way. That could really fuck with somebody's spirit. That could really mess with somebody who is like, well, why the fuck? Why aren't you saying that about me? Why aren't you saying that about me? Why don't I make you feel that way? And it's like, bro, it's really because your thinking is off, and you focused on the wrong thing instead of focusing on being open, happy, and grateful from the inside. A lot of those people be focused on shit from the outside in. So they gotta cover up a lot. They gotta buy a lot of clothes. They gotta get the expensive cars. They gotta do a lot of things, cosmetic work, whatever it may be. They just do all of these things to cover up what they're lacking inside. And because you have it, you could be broke on the street, begging out of a cup, but there's a light inside of you that this person with $1 million gajillion dollars can't buy. They looking, they searching, they shopping for it, and they just cannot find it because it's in you. It's not on you. Now the thing is, the more you let it be in you come out, the more you let that shit shine through, oh, it's gonna manifest on you. It's gonna manifest on you. You feel me? You feel me? Can I show this? Let me not show too much. I was about to, listen, this body was manifested, okay? And it was when I had my light, and it wasn't looking too bright on the outside, but on the inside, baby, yeah, I was living my life like it's golden. They will also try to guilt trip you into believing that changing or growing is bad. They will literally try to make you believe that your want and desire for more or for something different for yourself, something big, it's like, what? Bro, what? You thinking big for what? Like, just be comfortable. No! Fuck that. Everybody say it with me. Fuck that. We don't have to shrink ourselves for anybody. And if people are guilt tripping you and making you feel like this is a bad thing, that's really crazy when you really think about it. It's very manipulative. It's very manipulative is what it is. And when it happens, go away from them people. Get away from them, because they are just trying to dim your light as much as they can. And they done lost all of their tools on how to fuck with you. So now they're like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck with this nigga's head. I'm gonna tell him that he ain't shit. I'm gonna tell him that he really shouldn't be thinking these things because it's dangerous. I'm gonna tell him that he should be scared because he might fail. He might be embarrassed. He might look stupid. Who gives a fuck? I don't. All that I give a fuck about is winning. But you know what I would really be embarrassed about? If I never tried. I'd be really embarrassed. I'd be scared. I'd be super scared of sitting on my ass when I have all these ideas that God has given me and I'm like not moving on it. You're bugging. You should be embarrassed. You, not me. No, but seriously, like, you should be embarrassed, bro. I'm winning. I'm winning because I'm trying. Sign number 4 that you are about to level up. Life is testing you. Now, along with all of your relationships suffering, people not understanding you, you being guilt tripped, judged, and all of this different stuff, life just feels chaotic. Like, and it's very, very like aggressively shaking you. Like, this is how life is doing you if you were in a cage, right? The caged bird ain't singing. The caged bird is shaking and dying and crying, right? That's how life can feel when you're about to level up, because there's a energetic shift that's happening. So it's kind of like, I compare it to like an earthquake. An earthquake is really just like a small shift of the tectonic plates. But when that vibration travels from the center of the earth all the way up to us on the surface, we shaking and moving, because it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's change. It feels chaotic. But then when it settles, everybody's good. Everybody's good, right? The world is still turning. Plates are still moving. But those vibrations, it took that little shift of a plate for us to all feel it. And when I tell you, you're literally having like a spiritual tectonic plate shift when you are leveling up, because it literally is just taking everything that you know and that you're comfortable with and flipping it up and reversing it. It's just making it different, which is good. That means growth. So yeah, whenever shit gets crazy like that, like your tire bus randomly going to work, or you know, you get into it with somebody at the store, or your road rage get a little crazy, that's definitely a telltale sign of level up opportunities. Now, keep in mind, you can always give into these negative moments and interrupt your level up. You don't have to level up. These are just signs that are saying you're on your way to, you know, another chapter, another level, another increase. But you gotta pass this test. Remember, when you feel like life is testing you, or if you feel like God is testing you, or infinite intelligence, or the universe is testing you, you have to pass the test, you know? And if you don't pass the test, you're gonna keep getting them tests in different versions, different people, different places, different environments, but all the same lessons, right? So you gotta make sure that in these moments, you have to like step into self and be like, okay, hold up. This is a test. Become so self-aware that you think about your thoughts. You're not just thinking and letting your thoughts run you. You're thinking about your thoughts, which then in turn give you power to control your actions and your responses and reactions to these, you know, these negative moments, these somewhat negative moments. Because really, are they negative, or are they just different? It's really just different moments that are showing you the proof of your growth in different ways. Now, your perspective shift is on everything. That honestly leads me into the last sign that you're leveling up. Sign number 5 that you are about to level up. You find the calm in the storm. So in the midst of all of this crazy stuff happening, like your life is going up and down, you're getting into it with people, you don't know how to communicate with everybody. It's like everything you say is kind of like coming off the wrong way to certain people. This is when you know you're leveling up. You're calm. You feel that inner peace even in the midst of all the chaos. If y'all know about the calm of the storm, it's like all of the craziness going on, but if you go to the center of the storm, there's like the eye where everything is kind of just like, it's chill, it's peaceful. You can see everything going crazy, but you just found like that little piece of serenity that kind of like pulls you back in to keep you grounded. That is your power. That is your power. Now, a lot of people find this when they start feeling more like you'll start feeling like more motivated to do more positive things, like working out, praying, meditating. Those things, those three things right there is the mind, body, and spirit. Like, they will literally reprogram and rewire who you are from the inside out. And you'll start seeing the world like glass half full. You'll start seeing the positive in the world versus the negative. Like, everything, even in the hard times when you like, damn, this shit is kind of crazy, you'll be more so like, you know what? Shit is crazy, but I got somewhere to live. But I'm alive. I'm breathing. My health is here. You know what I'm saying? Health is wealth. So you're already wealthy in a way. It's people that didn't even wake up this morning. Today, while you watching this video, somebody didn't wake up. And they didn't know they was going to die. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. And you start to see it like that. You're like, damn, I actually got more to be thankful for than I do to be ungrateful for. Like, shit is actually lit. When you start seeing stuff like that and you have that little shift of mentality, you won. You already leveled up. When you get to that point, you are at the stage of leveling up. You're on the tip of the iceberg. Like, you can wake up tomorrow. This is when shit just start happening. Like, you start getting good news out of nowhere. You just start feeling good for no reason. And people are like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why you so happy? Nigga, why you not happy? Why you not happy? You can always tell how a person feels about themselves and about life just by how their face looks when they walk around. Make sure you start looking around when you really start looking at people's faces. Like, when you're walking out and just in your day-to-day lives, you will see the happiest people. They don't always smile and hunky-dory like a fucking cartoon, but there's like a peacefulness that resides within them. Even when like shit annoys them, you know what I'm saying? Because I get annoyed all the time. But after leveling up so many times, because there's multiple levels, you just start understanding throughout that self-awareness, you know, like, oh, okay, bet. Like, I'm mad, that was annoying, but shit is cool. Like, it's gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? If you about to get evicted or some shit, your brain is just like, you know what? This shit is pretty tough. But I'm still here. I got food to eat. I got somewhere to sleep. You know, like, the basics are really the necessities of life, and the bare necessities. That's what they call them. That's why they call them that, the bare necessities. That's clever. And then I also say this: things that used to seem very challenging start feeling very like exciting. Like, for me, I never wanted to play football, play sports, and I know my body looks like it because I manifested this new body and everything, but I literally used to be intimidated by anything athletic because I always identified as just the artsy kid and the guy who was just super creative and into all of these like flamboyant things that, you know, most little boys aren't into. So in my brain, I'm like, all right, well, I can't be both. So, and I don't know where I got that shit from, but it was just in my brain like, well, if I like this, I can't like that. And it was like, actually, I can like it all. I can do it all. But I didn't have that mindset when I was a kid. But now as an adult, bro, I'm looking for an adult football league. If y'all know one in LA, drop it in the comments, please, 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 please. Cause I'm all into that shit now. Like, I want to play rugby. I want to do volleyball. I want to go swimming. I want to just do everything that's active and athletic. And that's not who I used to be because I've changed. I've leveled up. I've turned into a new person. I've even had people literally come up to me and say, oh, you've changed. And I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to, dummy. You're not supposed to stay the same. You're not. So I'm here to tell you right now, you watching this video, you know that your life is leveling up because these 5 signs and other signs are happening too, because there's more than these signs, but these are the main ones for me that I always recognize when I'm on a shift. All of this shit starts happening. And by now, because I've leveled up so many times, I know when it's happening, and I don't take anything personally. That's what my advice would be to anybody watching this shit. Don't take shit personally right now. If anything, just personalize it for your success. So if somebody go off on you, somebody cut you off in traffic, if some weird shit happened at work, take that moment and instead of reacting to it and being super, super reactive, take the power in that moment and be like, oh, I'm doing something right. Okay, let me not go off on this person. I'm gonna chill. Let me just do some, let me do some introspection on myself and see what I'm doing to cause this and where I'm about to go. Cause you're going somewhere now. You're given an opportunity. Every time somebody about to piss you off, you get an opportunity to level up inch by inch by inch. And before you know it, you do that all week, bro, all month. You're in a whole different place, a whole different world. For real, for real. So get that shit in your head. I'm all about manifestation. I'm all about creating heaven on earth and abundance and mentality. And I have so much to share and proof, evidence. I have proof of all of this shit working. There's so many damn books on this shit, but I'm not gonna get into all of that. I'm gonna wrap the video up now. But yes, if y'all want more advice or information or more stories about how I leveled up my life from literally living in my car in LA and sleeping on floors and struggling and not having money and selling my blood and all of this different crazy shit just to eat, and now I'm here, y'all need to go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to this shit right now. I do a lot of vlogs and all this other kind of stuff, and I do music and acting, so you'll see a multitude of things, but this shit right here, this is the gems. These are the nuggets that's gonna help you, that's gonna guide you, that I wish somebody was giving to me. I was getting them from other like speakers and stuff like that, but like a regular degular from wherever, and I'm here and I made it all the way from the bottom. Like, and I'm still going. I'm still on my way. I ain't done yet, you feel me? So just drop it in the comments whether y'all want to know if y'all like this topic of manifestation, if y'all want to know how I manifested my luxury apartment with bad credit. Trying to tell you, like, I really do this manifesting shit for real, for real. I've literally manifested my rent being paid on the day of, when I had nothing in my account. This is like this real manifestation shit here. But all right, that's enough. Level up. This is your 5 signs to know that you are leveling up. You have leveled up after watching this video. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to my channel so you know when my shit is dropping. And then leave a comment. Ask me a question, because I want to know, what have y'all been able to manifest? What have y'all been able to manifest in y'all lives? And what are the signs for you that tell you, okay, I'm about to level up? Like, what are y'all signs? Because there's more than these. It's more than these just 5 here. But I fuck with y'all, man. I'm out. I rock with y'all. Peace.